relationship with Candace Owens nowadays?
She's a great friend. You know, look, I don't agree with everything Candace says, but you know what I don't do? I don't stop being friends with people just because people morally blackmail me. I don't do that, and you shouldn't either. Honestly, I traveled the country with Candace. I went to her wedding. I saw her meet her husband. I went to Israel with Candace, which is a fun story I'll tell you at some point. I think the world of Candace. She's a great mother. She certainly has very, very fun opinions at times, and she's a great talent.
Okay, I guess this is a hearing day one, okay? Preliminary hearing day one. Let's check this out, man. Shout out to the Cypress lady. Appreciate you guys watching. You can comment, like, dislike, whatever. You are part of the community. Now let's continue.
I told you it would be a tough week. I told you there was something bad hanging in the air.
Yeah.
I told you I had a bad feeling. It's been 24 hours since the preliminary hearing started. Today is day 2. And it's been insane. I'm going to quickly list key moments for you, like top wins for prosecution, top wins for defense, and then tell you all about X, not eggs, X. And a massive clash between Candace and Andrew that got completely out of control. Candace started dropping screenshots of messages with Charlie. Andrew Kolvet kept saying Charlie was just managing her because he was afraid if she ever got angry, she would destroy TPUSA. I mean, craziness. Today, he even threatened to release some stuff on Candace and her friendly exit from TPUSA back in 2019. I didn't even know where to start from today. Before we get into all of that, I want to remind you all that we are here for the truth. Whatever happens in that court, all we should ask for is the truth and fairness. And we all should be watching what's happening with a cool, level head. Did TR do it? If yes, did he act alone? If no, who did he collaborate with? Those are the questions we had from the very beginning. By the way, preliminary hearing won't answer them. There is no hard evidence presented this week. There are a bunch of hearsays, there are alleged reports, word of mouth. It's the trial that will reveal more. This week, the prosecution is trying for TR to go to trial. Baron said day 1 that they're going to succeed. Of course it's going to happen. Although, after this first day, they are not in a very favorable position. Let's check out the list of wins, okay, for each team. So, top 5 prosecution wins. Building probable cause. Bagley's clear timeline, so he was one of the officers that was a witness. Rifle shot, chaos, quick unrelated arrest, roof access with sniper-like setup, gravel impressions, screwdriver. Yeah. Let's not forget that this screwdriver story is really funny because he had a body cam, and as soon as he got to the roof and as soon as he was going to film that screwdriver, his battery died. All right. Number 2, multiple videos admitted, TPUSA, UVU surveillance, cell phone, ring bell camera, showing shooting and Robinson's vehicle, campus movements. 3, investigator holds overview, vehicle tracking, DMV match, in court ID of Robinson, self-surrender next day. Then autopsy admitted. And then they said that it was, hit to the neck. Judge overruled most objections, allowed key exhibits and identifications. Guys, there were so many hiccups in this trial. It was a comedy show, actually. If it wasn't Charlie Kirk's trial, it would be a comedy show. That's what I mean. So now, top 5 defense wins, highlighting gaps. Number 1, exposed UVU security failures. No metal detectors or drones. Only 6 officers. No briefing for Bagley. He didn't get the security briefing. Although we know that there were drones. There was, for example, a drone in the air before Charlie arrived. So I don't know. Bagley admitted finding empty pistol holster, but not collecting it or knowing if fingerprinted, inconsistent with rifle shot. 3, Bagley's body cam battery died. Yes, exactly what I told you. Only 27 minutes total footage of body cam. No recharge in chaos. Number 4, stronger objections, limited graphic videos, autopsy publication, faces minors, private detail restricted. And then 5, challenged evidence handling, authenticity, hearsay, and early suspect confusion. One thing is missing here for sure. We found out that Tyrell Farnsworth, I can never say his name. We found out that he Terrell, okay, didn't hand in the SD cards to the FBI, as they all claimed in September. He copied the footage and gave them a flash drive. That's a big deal, guys. He didn't hand over SD cards. He copied the footage and gave them a flash drive, all right? Top 3 wow moments. Number 1, graphic shooting video described, viewed privately. Kirk family exited the courtroom. Yes, we saw Erica and Charlie's parents leaving. Number 2, Hall's direct in-court identification of Robinson. This I'm iffy about. They're like, do you believe it was him that you saw in the video? He's like, yes. I don't know. Number 3, defense cross on holster, not collected, plus body cam dying on roof amid sniper evidence. Yeah, so those were wow moments from yesterday. So while all this was happening, I was over on X watching a very different drama evolve between Candace and Andrew Kolvet. And may I just say, the fact that he's been so vocal and so aggressive lately on X doesn't sit right with me. There is a theory as to why it's happening, and I'll share it in a minute. So Candace posted this.
Hold on, I don't think he's being violent. Is not. Have you guys seen the video when he was saying up yours on camera to the people? Who are you talking to, bro? What brand exactly are you representing? What are you representing, bro? Talking like that, acting like that. You're not gonna win this.
Yesterday. I'm going to show you a lot of tweets. It was all about tweeting last night. One more fight, Charlie. I don't fear these demons. We will win. And then she says, today the Tyler Robinson show trial begins. Show trial. Evidence like text message confessions will be allowed in the courtroom, despite the fact that Tyler's defense has not been allowed to vet those messages to determine if they were doctored or who actually sent them. Remember, the FBI and ATF was not forced to turn over key evidence despite multiple discovery requests because the judge has ruled it's not necessary at this stage. Key witness testimony from Lance Twiggs will be played, but Lance Twiggs is not allowed to be cross-examined because the judge has ruled it's not necessary at this stage. Today is about emotion. You will hear the Fed's narrative absent, any ability of the defense to meaningfully dispute it. What you can expect, aside from Erica's tears, are an orbit of her payrolled influencers trying to convince you that the unvetted evidence is overwhelming and undeniable, and this has been happening, actually. Sit back and watch the predictable show. The real trial will come later. Charlie's army is growing. Ultimately, truth will win. Well, then we had Andrew Kolvet immediately answering. I mean, he's been so aggressive, so on it the past few days on Twitter, but the last 24 hours is just another level. Candace, you and Charlie were not friends. He managed you. He kept things light and polite so you wouldn't turn on the organization. Show me any proof of genuine friendship from the last 12 months of his life, from the last 18 months, from the last 24 months, not some 2018 text, something recent. Remember, he requested it. You gave him anxiety whenever you called or texted asking, demanding to speak at our events. He made me or Justin deal with you and George. This is why when you tried to hire me in February 2024 for PR, I agreed to go along with it against my better judgment because Charlie asked me to keep you close and protect the organization from you. The publicist I tried to hire to run point prayed about it and felt the Lord told her a firm no, and so I ultimately declined. This is your central foundational lie. You were not his friend. You are not his defender. You were his tormentor.
I mean, who really is going to believe in this, man? Who is going to believe? Who are you fooling? What is this? We all know this is not true. You are just making all this up because you guys want to be out there and trying to expose Candace. That is not true. This is a lie.
And now you torment his wife and the organization he built. Candace, you are a fraud. What happened to Andrew? What happened to being self-restrained and praying for Candace? Blake Neff had to insert himself. He goes, as Charlie once told us, Candace is very easy to understand once you realize all she cares about is money. This one I don't believe at all. I am trying to be impartial right now, and I'm trying to view it from outsider perspective, okay? I do like Candace. I do believe a lot of her stuff, but I'm trying to be fair here in my judgment. This one, I don't believe. We've seen Candace in action too many times. We've seen how she was handling herself. Money is not her language. I'm sorry. So then Candace says, not that Andrew Kolvet could sing any lower by lying about how Charlie felt and what and whom he supported, but today he's promoting the NCRI, the creators of the Christ is King is anti-Semitic study. I talked about it in detail in my last episode, so if you want to just quickly jump and get some details, it's the last one. Charlie was actually the one who texted me that report. He was sickened by their crap. Charlie specifically sent me the tweet from Andrew's first PR partner, Reverend Johnny Moore. When he's not busy allowing starving Palestinians to be ruthlessly unalived running for food, he apparently teams back up with Andrew Kolvet to misrepresent everything Charlie stood for and against. So then she shared Charlie's text and he shared this tweet with him and he goes, oh my God, can you believe this crap? She goes, this is nuts. Christianity is being attacked. He goes, 100%. Okay. And then she also comments in the same thread, nice touch having your old partner quarterback this study, referring to me as the day of the TR trail, Andrew Kolvet. Keep it going. I am nowhere near my max setting. And like I said, I want war with all of you traitors. Give it your best shot. So then Andrew goes, LOL, okay, Candace, I haven't seen Johnny in years and have quite literally nothing to do with this study. Johnny and I disagreed on a ton. So what? And I agree, the Christ is King thing was garbage, but in this case, you have absolutely contributed to threats aimed at Erica. I've witnessed them, so their conclusion here is hard to argue with. They have evidence of it, in fact. But the biggest problem you have no evidence for any of your insane theories, just vibes, bile, and dreams. So this is a theme now, right? Because all this time, until 10th of September, Charlie, anybody on his show, like Andrew, who was filling in for him, they've been telling us, don't trust the government, don't trust official narratives. You know, they lied to us time and time again.
But now?
Christ is King was bogus.
But now?
You know, Charlie had Candace on his show and was defending her, saying that she was being treated unfairly. But now, in this case, only in this case, in the history, during Charlie Kirk's trial and Charlie Kirk's investigation, we need to believe everything. Don't believe anything else. From the past, everything was garbage. From now on is the truth path. So then Candace goes, I'm glad you finally came to the surface, Rat. Your previous employees told me it was you and Erica that were teaming up with the YouTubers to put out the utterly fake narrative that Charlie and I were not friends and he had anxiety. You also worked together to lie about his pull toward Catholicism and to put out the deranged narrative that I secretly loved Charlie and hadn't spoken to him since 2019, despite me touring with him through to May 2024. Your lies are easy to debunk. I simply could not have demanded to speak at any TPUSA event because we had a speaker contract that rolled over annually, Andrew. This means I never ever had to beg or even request to speak at any event because I was contractually obligated to speak at every major TPUSA event every year. It's also utterly ludicrous, fucking weird word. It's also utterly ludicrous to suggest he didn't pick up my calls because I never call. Any person who knows me knows I never pick up or call people. But you lie so much, I am going to accept this easy challenge to prove that you are a liar by releasing every single time I dialed Charlie's number for the last 3 years. As soon as I am back on air, that will be released. Gratefully, telephone logs go back 5 years. I simply prefer to text. And I thank God for that, as I've been able to debunk your lies about Charlie because of that habit. Like I said, your number one problem is you are dumb. Regarding your narrative that we never spoke, I literally just released Charlie and I discussing your partner Johnny Moore's demonic attack against Christ is King, a convoy initiated by Charlie. Those messages are dated May 2025, but in the very Zio he was.
I don't stop being friends with people just because he's a great friend, you know.
Of Charlie speaking, let me show it to you quickly.
Relationship with Candace Owens nowadays.
She's a great friend, you know. Look, I don't agree with everything Candace says, but you know what I don't do? I don't stop being friends with people just because people morally blackmail me. I don't do that, and you shouldn't either. Honestly, I traveled the country with Candace. I went to her wedding. I saw her meet her husband. I went to Israel with Candace, which is a fun story I'll tell you at some point. I think the world of Candace. She's a great mother. She certainly has very, very fun opinions at times. And she's a great talent. She says a lot of stuff that sometimes I don't agree with, but that's what makes our relationship and our friendship.
She then started dropping screenshot after screenshot from her conversations with Charlie. Before I show you them all, I want to tell you what were the claims here. Andrew, at the beginning, back in September, claimed Charlie and Candace were friends. He even sent in a correction to New York Post after they published Eric Bolling's wrong claims. Eric Bolling said, oh, they had a silent breakup and they haven't spoken in years.
I mean, personally, I know that whatever that man is saying is simply because of the situation. You get what I'm saying? He doesn't have to, but he's doing it because he feels the need of being out there and being in this cat fight that is not needed and defend TPUSA against something that does not need to be defended. You get what I'm saying? What are you defending right here? What are you defending? Why is all these people out here? It's like Candace is not doing anything bad. She is trying to expose what really happened to Charlie. I mean, for what I know is you should be happy. All these people that work in a company or at a company that Charlie created, you should be happy that Candace is doing what she's doing. She's not attacking you. I mean, she's exposing the truth, and then some of the truth are going against your truth. So I don't get it, man. I get it, but I don't get it. It's not needed. Why would you want to lie in the first place? What do you get out of it? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Cypress lady. You can go to her channel and continue watching the video. Make sure to like, dislike, comment, whatever. It is part of the business. You get what I'm saying? Catch you next time. Thank you for watching.
The devil said gotta just roll. The devil said gotta just roll. For what does it profit a man to get the whole world and lose his soul? You can have the money, cars and girls, and I will keep my soul. If you want everything, this life you have to sell your soul. You wanted fame so bad, therefore you went and sold your soul. What does it profit a man to get the whole world and lose his soul? You can have the money, cars and girls, and I will keep my soul. If you want everything, this life you have to sell your soul. You wanted fame so bad, therefore you went and sold your soul. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Yeah. Wait, bumps. MMA. Yeah. 24. God first. To the death of me. Shush.